What's up, all you gamers out there? Welcome back for another Mythic Heroes video. I'm Galaxus. Thanks for tuning in, guys. What we're going to do today is look at the boss tier list that Asura has put up for us. We're going to analyze this list. Asura is the lead moderator over on Reddit, and he's a trusted source of information. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to go through and look at this boss tier list, because I know that a lot of people out there are trying to figure out who did I use to beat this boss, or the Wraith, or in the vault or the well. What's the best heroes to use? And so here we go. We have an awesome tier list that's put together. It's color coded. It's pretty awesome. And we're going to run through and we're going to just talk about these things real quick. And so we're going to start off with campaign bosses. Campaign bosses, really tough to beat. And in a lot of cases, we're going to go ahead and use Dionysus. And Dionysus is going to get a 9 against campaign bosses. If we look down here, some of the others that will be useful is going to be Lucifer. He's coming in at 9. Tamamo no Mai is coming in at 9. Persephone is coming in at 9. And Medusa coming in at 9. And so those are some of the more valuable heroes when it comes to campaign bosses. Then you have Artemis and Susanoo. You have Iset coming in at 8.5. You have Cleopatra and Flora, Joan of Arc, and some of the, also Athena down here. Let's not forget about Athena down here as well. But some of the others start to drop off a little bit, like Lilith and Oberon coming in at 7. Not so good against campaign bosses. So Dionysus is going to be used the most, and something that you're going to want to work on, getting your Dionysus leveled up. All right, so campaign bosses will move on. What about the Wraith in the guild? What about the Wraith? What's going to be the best hero to use? Dionysus is coming in at a 10 against the Wraith. Artemis as well is going to be a 10. Susanoo is a 9.5, and Lucifer. So that would be a solid team. Dionysus, Artemis, Susanoo, and Lucifer. Nuwa and Iset come in at a 9. And we also have Eden coming in at a 9, and Zeus coming in at a 9. So you can have Dionysus, Artemis, Zeus, Lucifer, and Susanoo, or combinations like that will work pretty good. You can see that as you go down, Anubis and Hades and those guys down there, they're down in the 5. So you don't want to use those guys. You want to stick with somebody that's going to be up here in the blue. Possibly, if you don't have one of those guys, then Tamamo no Mai comes in at 8. Izanami's coming in at 8. Persephone is 8.5. So definitely good and useful against the Wraith there in the guild. All right, and what about Vault? Dorado's Vault, the Gold Vault. Dionysus is coming in at a 10. Once again, Dionysus is really great to use against the bosses. Artemis is a 10. Susanoo is a 10 against the Vault. Lucifer, Nuwa, if you have Nuwa. Iset coming in at a 9. Eden is a 9. Pretty solid there. Eden, it can definitely be on your team. And surprisingly, Lubu comes in here at a 9. He's usually rated pretty low on lots of tier lists, but in this case, he comes in at a 9. Pretty solid. So those are heroes that you would want to put in the vault. So keep that in mind, and maybe that can be helpful in building your team. Some of the others that might be effective: Joan of Arc, Medusa, coming in at 8.5, Oberon, and Thor. So those are pretty useful heroes. All right, now going on to the Yggdrasil Well. This is for experience. And there, Dionysus doesn't do very well at all. So don't use him there. You want to use Artemis. Artemis is a 9. You have the 10s are going to be Izanami. Izanami for the well. You're going to want to use Zeus. Let's go ahead and zoom this out a little so we can see. You're going to want to use Cleopatra. She can come in at a 10. Flora is coming in at a 10. And Medusa as well at a 10 there. Lilith, 9.5, one place that she really shines. And Hades is a 9.5. So you have some really nice selections, heroes that aren't used in other places. Eden is a 9. Definitely can be very effective to use those heroes in the well and get more experience. Going to help you to be able to boost boost your damage. All right, so now we're talking about the den. Den is where you go to get the dust. And right on top again, Dionysus is going to be a 10. But Artemis, you don't want to use there. Susanoo, nope. Lucifer, you don't want to. Nua is a 10. Tamamo no Mai is going to shine in the dust, in the den to get the dust. Izanami, magical damage, GM. And then you also have some 8.5s, 8.5s like Eden, Joan of Arc, Nakakanya, Lilith. They're coming in pretty solid. You got Persephone, Zeus, Cleopatra. But you want to stay away from Medusa in the den. You want to stay away from Oberon, Lubu, and Thor. All those guys there in the orange, you want to stay away from those guys. Okay, so now we're on to trying to get you some soul seals in the caverns. The white dragon is going to be Dionysus. You want to go against, you want to get the most you can there. Dionysus is going to be a 10. Artemis is coming in at a 10. And Susanoo is a 10. So that's a pretty solid team. Down here, you got Athena. So Athena can tank for you. Anubis can tank there as well. So that will fill your tank position. And then you have a lot of people here in the middle that'll fit in. Lucifer's a 9. Nua, Isit, Tamamo no Mai, and Izanami both come in at 9. Persephone is a 9 there. GM comes in at a 9. So those are all very valuable against the white one. But the top 3 or top 4 are going to be Dionysus, Artemis, Susanoo, and Athena. And then you'll have to kind of fill the voids. And if you don't have those, then maybe you can play around with something that'll work. But you want to avoid, say, Nagakanya in there. Probably want to avoid putting Joan of Arc in there. Ones that rate low here on the list. Okay, now on to the red one. The red one in the caverns, Dionysus comes in at a 9, still pretty high. But Artemis is going to be top. Susanoo is going to be top. Lucifer is a 9.5. Tamamo no Mai, going to be a 10 there. So your team is probably going to be Artemis, Susanoo, Lucifer, and Tamamo no Mai. And then you'll probably, if you have those, you'll get Dionysus out there and he'll help out. And then you also have 8.5s that should be pretty effective as well. Zeus, Cleopatra, GM, and Flora. And then Lilith, Oberon, and Lubu. Lubu hitting again pretty hard in the red one there in the caverns. Okay, how about the blue dragon? We got Dionysus coming in at a 10. Let's zoom out a little bit more. Dionysus coming in at a 10 and Artemis coming in at a 10. And then your other hard hidden is Tamamo no Mai. So those are going to be your top 3 that you're going to want to use. And then you have Susanoo at a 9 and Lucifer at a 9. And we have Eden at a 9. So those are probably going to be some of your top choices right there. GM is 8.5. Persephone is 8.5. Nua and Iset if you have the URs. So you have a pretty limited range of heroes that are going to work good there. You want to make sure that you keep some of those that rank a little bit higher. You want to avoid Hercules or Gaia or Hades in there. And you probably want to stay away from Thor or Athena or Anubis. Want to go for people that are gonna going to be able to be effective in there. All right, we got a couple more to cover here. Purple is going to be Artemis. Artemis is going to be one of our top heroes, actually the top hero to use against the purple dragon there in the caverns. And then we got a 9.5 for Lucifer. And we have a 9.5 for GM. So those are going to be your top heroes that you want to try and use. And then we also get a 9 from Susanoo. And we get a 9 from Persephone in there. And a 9 from Cleopatra. And then there's also Oberon. Oberon is one of the top heroes to use against the purple dragon. So that's pretty good. Now you want to avoid Hades in that. And you want to stay away from the yellows, Anubis and Athena, Lilith. Definitely don't want to use those. We'll go in a little bit closer here. You want to stay from the 7s, stay away from the 7s, and you want to stay away from the 5. Try and stay away from those. They aren't going to do very well there against the purple dragon in the caverns. Okay, so on to the green dragon. We have Dionysus at the very top with the 10. And we have a 10 coming in from Susanoo. So your team is probably going to be Dionysus, Susanoo, and Lucifer at a 9.5. Tamamo no Mai at a 10. And then you'll have to try and fill in some others. We have Oberon, again, coming in at 9 there. And then we have some 8.5s. We got Joan of Arc. And we have Izanami coming in at 8.5. We got Aesir Anua. So your strong team against the green dragon is probably going to be a Dionysus, Susanoo, Lucifer, Tamamo no Mai, and then you'll probably end up throwing Oberon in there. Or possibly throwing Joan of Arc or Izanami in there. So hopefully that helps everybody. What we'll do is I'm going to leave a link for this boss tier list in the description. And if you guys want to go ahead and take a look at this, you can download it. You can, you can get a chance to reference this, and it's going to help you. It's going to help you to be able to put together strong teams that can get you more rewards. So big shout out to Asura for putting this together for us, man. Big ups. We definitely appreciate all of the work that he does to put this information together in a format that we can use. So big ups on that. Guys, if you have not already subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Click that subscription button. Leave a thumbs up if you want to see more of these tier list type videos. And leave me some comments. If you guys have any other things that you want to see or any suggestions, leave some comments, man. I'd love to hear what you guys are thinking. But besides that, appreciate all the support. You guys just keep on grinding on your account. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm out of here. Peace.